Do you get anxiety when giving a presentation or interacting with a group of people? Or perhaps you've experienced a traumatic event that continues to cause stress and anguish? You're not alone. Anxiety-related disorders affect a huge segment of our population. An estimated 18% of adults suffer from them. But there's good news. CBD, a phytonutrient found in the hemp plant, has recently become a potential remedy for those with anxiety. Now, whether you've been curious about if CBD oil can be beneficial in treating your anxiety, you've come to the right place. I'm Dr. Lynn Marie Morsky with Octagon Biolabs, and I'm going to provide some basic information that can help clarify CBD's role in treating this very common condition. New studies are showing CBD to be effective in reducing symptoms in those with anxiety, and research has finally isolated how it works. CBD activates the 5-HT1A receptor, which is involved with how your brain interacts with serotonin, one of the 4 main chemicals in our brain related to feelings of happiness and well-being. Anxiety and depression are commonly treated with medications that target the serotonin system. You may have heard of Prozac and Zoloft, 2 examples of a type of drug known as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs. These medications work by blocking the reabsorption of serotonin in the brain, so there's more serotonin available to help reduce anxiety and boost your mood. Similar to SSRIs, CBD may boost signaling through these same serotonin receptors, leading to similar reductions in anxiety. Existing preclinical evidence strongly supports CBD as a treatment for several anxiety-related conditions, including generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Studies have found CBD to be particularly effective in treating acute anxiety that comes from knowing something potentially frightening or uncomfortable is about to happen, like taking an exam. CBD has also been shown to decrease symptoms of social anxiety disorder, which is when you fear situations like meeting a lot of new people or having to do public speaking. It has even demonstrated the ability to help wipe out fear memories in those with PTSD. Now, this is just what's been found in the lab. However, patients using CBD have confirmed what the studies have shown in their own experiences. They've reported feeling less anxious, having fewer of the racing thoughts associated with anxiety, and having either eliminated their panic attacks or experiencing fewer attacks or attacks that were less severe. Now, let's talk about what type of CBD oil is best for treating anxiety. As you may know, CBD oils can be made from the hemp plant or the marijuana plant. The difference between the two is that CBD oil made from hemp is going to have less than 0.3% THC. THC is the component of cannabis that leads to the high commonly associated with smoking marijuana. THC is also the component that leads to the other attribute often associated with smoking marijuana, the paranoia. Now, obviously, those taking a cannabis-derived product for anxiety would be trying to avoid anything that could induce paranoia, which is why it's so important to choose the right CBD oil for this. As hemp-derived CBD is going to have less than 0.3% THC, it's advisable to use hemp-derived instead of marijuana-derived CBD, and ideally, you would want to find CBD oil that has 0 THC. Finally, let's cover what dose of CBD oil is effective in treating anxiety. This is where it's helpful to seek out a practitioner who's versed in CBD treatments. However, should you wish to try it on your own, you need to take into consideration 3 elements that affect dosing. First, CBD oils come in a wide variety of potencies, so it's imperative to use one with clearly labeled doses on the bottle. Second, people come in a wide range of sizes, so what works for a tiny person may have no effect on someone larger. Lastly, the length of time the CBD will be effective can vary based on both a person's weight and how well they absorb it. Taking all of these into consideration, it's best to start with a low dose, take notes of how much you took and how you felt, and then increase as necessary until you've reached a dose that works for you. In addition, notate when the effects wear off, and then experiment with the frequency of CBD consumption that keeps your symptoms stable. Research on CBD has found few to no negative side effects. This means CBD oil may be a good option for people who don't tolerate the side effects of other anxiety medications. And one last note. While I may be a doctor, I am not your doctor. So please consult with your own personal physician before starting a CBD regimen, especially if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or are on other prescription medications. In addition, if you're currently taking prescription meds for your anxiety, please do not discontinue use without physician supervision. If this video has been helpful, please like and subscribe for the most up-to-date CBD information.